successful, you get all the way to where the floating tower is. And it is, like I said, this 200-foot high geyser of water that's just shooting it up. And that's exactly what's holding this wizard's tower up. So good job with that our first dramatic task. You guys didn't have a joke or anything. I was at least hoping for some type of like complication or something, but you guys nailed it.
Smooth sailing.
Yeah. So
Captain.
Yeah, how do you, as you guys are in this this small bay, it's a little choppy because of the geyser. How do you guys think you're going to get up to that tower?
I got to share. You guys got to figure out how to get up there.
I'm too busy puking over the side of the boat.
It's up 200 feet. There's no ladder. There's no rope hanging down. There's no stairwell.
I wonder if you could swim up the column like you can in Minecraft.
Well, it is that geyser is pushing the water up. So, yeah, that could possibly be a way to get up there. Is just kind of, I guess, injecting yourself into the bottom of the geyser, and you would probably have to make a pretty rough swimming check. That's for sure. There could be some other ways. How else do you guys think you could get up there? I mean, think about it.
Any of you guys know how to fly?
No.
Have a flying spell or something?
A flying spell would work. That's for sure. Anybody got wind mage magic?
Yeah, only the air mage would be able to do that.
Yeah.
Working on air mage. Don't have the skill set yet. Have the edge, not the skill.
You can definitely ride the geyser.
Lily said she could get up there if it were on land. But
the castle's on land at the top. But there's that problem of that geyser in between you and that little bit of earth that's the geyser's holding up.
Right. You need to find something to plug the geyser.
Yeah.
Maybe a walking god.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
how big round is the geyser?
So it looks like your guys' only option, seeing that you guys don't have any fly potions or fly scrolls, anything like that you guys may have left over from our 5e campaign, because I told you items carried over. So it looks like
spider climbing shoes. No.
Yeah, don't think that's going to happen.
But can you walk on water?
No.
So it looks like your only option is to maybe ride the geyser up 200 feet. I mean, that's just, you're going to have to hold your breath. That could, it's going to be pretty tough, but we'll see.
Hey Zero, could you shoot a bolt up there to get someone and make it explode and get everyone's attention? Get someone's attention up there if there is someone up there.
How high up is it?
200 feet.
200 feet.
200 feet.
Yeah, the geyser's 200 feet.
The farthest I got is 48.
I think I could get through the geyser with my ring of water walking and water breathing, but and maybe talk to somebody up there to see if they can offer us a way to get the rest of the crew up there.
I could come with you because it seems like in this new shape I can breathe water now.
Well, in that case, why don't you just go?
Can't have the captain and the first mate go.
Yeah.
He's going to be the second mate.
I got my red shirt on today.
Yeah.
Nods her head.
Definitely not the skipper.
So I've
Whoa there, little buddy.
I've got some skill in swimming and some in climbing. That might help a little, but I can't breathe underwater.
You can hold your breath for a little bit. And it looks like it would be a pretty fast trip up to the top of that geyser. Looks like that it's going pretty quick. That geyser.
Said she could swim, but if there's a better way up there, of course, So I say, out of character, we probably shouldn't split the party more than we need to. So anyone that can swim should probably try to take the route.
The rest wait on the boat, or
Well, I have swimming.
who doesn't have swim? Does anybody not have swimming in 50 fathoms?
I hope we have.
I would imagine everybody has at least a D4. I mean, you're
In
already.
fact, I'm a
50
natural
fathoms.
swimmer. Forgot.
Oh,
I missed that. What I can't swim.
Yeah, I didn't take swimming at all, but I didn't take it because I have the ring of water walking and water breathing. So
Oh,
Lily lets everyone know that she really wants to go.
okay.
Very excited about swimming up a column with water.
Are you sure, Lily? It's not going to be safe.
Lily says she's fine.
I love that third person. All right, so
Of
whoever,
course, the doll was saying that.
yeah. So whoever's going up, let's. I guess everybody would be going up except for Darganoth. Or are you gonna try to make your way up the geyser as well? All right. So as you guys hop into the water and take your armor off so you don't sink to the bottom, whoever's going up, why don't you guys give me your swimming check as you are going up the geyser.
Swimming.
Oh,
Lily, you are so lucky.
what do you want me to give you? Because I don't have swimming, but I have water walking and water breathing.
Water breathing, you'll be fine. You won't be able to go inside of the geyser. You'll be on the side of the geyser being thrusted up, so that could kind of be dangerous, maybe.
Hey, I'm not looking forward to the rocks at the top.
Yeah.
I guess I'll watch the ship, guys.
So everybody's basically successful as you guys make your way to the geyser. You know, you kind of get pulled in with this like whirlpool motion around the geyser, and you get shot up. So Lily's first to go. She makes it up. Nothray up next, successful. Omi, you're successful, 0-10. Captain Shen, going or staying?
I want to go, but I don't know what you want me to roll because I don't have swimming.
You would roll unskilled. There on the bottom of your skill check. So you're not successful because of the -2. So if you want to use a Benny, you can re-roll that if you want. So your D6 is going to have to. Wow, that's going to be tough. Yeah.
well, I mean, the water's flowing upwards, right?
It is. So
So even if
how are you doing this as well, Shen? I mean, you got both rings on or what?
I do. Well, one of them is a hat, and the other one is a ring. It's a ring of water walking and a hat of water breathing. So
All right.
I can just reach out and grab a Holt and ride it up.
You could. But how are you
also,
going
if you have a flotation device, they give you a +2.
Yeah, but how are you going to actually? Okay, so we'll see that you have you're going to be traveling quick. So I would imagine you'd probably have to give me some type of, I would say, a strength check to grab onto the rocks. So we'll forget that untrained check. So why don't you give me I would say give me a strength check. Just roll
Roll strength.
Yeah, your strength, and as you shoot up there, all right, we'll say that you are able to catch on to, as you're at the top of the geyser with your ring and your hat, you basically catch on. You barely catch on because you had a 5, so you didn't have a raise, so it wasn't any kind of like Mary Lou Retton spectacular type of like
Yeah, it wasn't graceful.
grab or anything. Yeah, it wasn't
Whoa,
graceful.
whoa,
The rest of
Captain.
us swam. He did
Yeah,
tricks on the way up.
but
Be
you
careful,
guys,
Captain. Be careful.
Stuff.
Careful, Captain. And yeah, you guys are looking. You guys are up 200 feet in the air. You guys are now all five of you are on top of this geyser, and you're looking down at the ship, and you can see, it looks okay. Darganoth, you can see Darganoth on the deck, and you can see everybody else on deck. So now you guys
I'm just waving like Forrest Gump
You look real
on the
tiny.
ship.
So you guys are on this island now at the top of the geyser. Wow, you guys are really rolling good tonight. I mean, you guys are not having any problem at all with this. So all of a sudden, this beautiful, you can hear this caw, caw, as this beautiful blue and green parrot. And this thing is probably about the size of a bald eagle. It has a long red flowing tail. And he lands a couple of rocks away from you guys, and he's looking at you, and he's tilting his head, and he says, "Brock, Brock, what do you want here? We're not receiving guests." Rock, and he flies another circle around you guys and lands on the rock and just watches you guys and says, "We're not receiving guests." Brock. But you see, there is a path that is carved into the earthen island that you guys are on, with earthen stairs that lead up to this tower that's floating on top of this geyser.
Oh, Lily's ringing out her doll.
Sure. And the parrot's just sitting there on a rock, just flapping his wings and fluttering about, looking you guys over.
Omi?
Not
You
expecting
talk to the bird.
guests. Not receiving guests.
We're here to see Tressa.
Me Jar Jar Binks. Oh, I'm fucking killing him in this.
Oh,
I'm Jar Jar Binks the parrot. No, I'm just kidding. We're totally killing him off next week in our one shot.
Lily jumps off.
Jesus, I love it. Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
I look at the parrot and say, "We're here to see Tressa."
We're not receiving guests. We're not receiving guests. Carafax warned you. Carafax warned you. Bark.
Well, we didn't come all this way just to turn around. So what do you say, guys? The path?
What's
You're-
a carafac?
I'm
I show him my amulet.
piece of junk. Piece of junk. Bark.
Oh, Lord.
Lily's doll is asking.
Where's Skinny Pete at?
He's down. Crispy Pete's down there on the ship. Oh my gosh! You want him to cook Carafax? I love it. This is not a mundane tower. This thing is of exquisite craftsmanship. And the Carafax is, "You're gonna be sorry." Bark, bark. I'm trying to do my best parrot voice. It's not working out too well.
She says she's hungry.
Carafax flies over towards the earthen steps and flies up to the top where the tower is when you say that. Because he's imagining you looking at him like he is a rotisserie chicken that's kind of like turning in the oven at Walmart or something. So he got away from you guys as he flew up. He flew up to the top of the stairs, right by the door. No visitors. No visitors. He's not aggressive. He just keeps yelling, "No visitors."
Maybe he's trying to hide something.
We're going.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, we're here.
Well, yeah, you guys can do that.
We're on a mission. Let's go, people.
All
Let's
right.
follow the path.
Sure. You guys work your way up I would say probably 25, 30 foot of elevation off of the island that you're on, and you get up to this circular tower, and there's a wooden door. And then Carafax says, "This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good, bruh."
I got a bad feeling about this, guys. Maybe we should go get Garganath and try to get him up here.
Lily says she's scared.
Yeah, we need to get him up here and all our gear.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Bert, Tressa will probably see you if you survive. So what do you think, guys?
I think we're here. We need to what-
Open the door. Open the door. This will be good. Bert.
Lily hides behind someone. The person in the farthest to the back.
All right. What do you say, Captain? Do we just head on in, or do we want to try to get Darganath first?
If you guys want to get Darganath, you got enough bennies to hopefully get him up there.
How are you gonna get
You guys got like 30 bennies between everybody, so
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to get him up here. Short of
Well, hold on.
Robert rope.
Yeah, I've got rope, but does anyone else have rope? Was I able to swim with the rope up, by the way?
you have it in your equipment.
Yeah,
So you guys
but,
pretty much took everything off, so you could get up there. I mean, if you got a
yeah,
bunch of weight,
that's what I'm wondering. Yeah, the rope's probably not with me then.
Besides, if he has a flotation device, it'll give him a +2.
Can I use my power of elemental manipulation to try to adjust the water flow in his favor as he's coming up?
you can try if you'd like to. Yeah, you can
Okay,
try.
I'll do that if we get him. If we decide to get him up here.
The bird says, "Daylight's burning, Burke. I'm getting hungry."
So, if we change, how are we going to change anything?
They're overthinking. Just
We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
If we can get Darganath up here or not, we still have to go in. We can't get down. Can't swim against the flow of the water.
yeah, the only way would be jumping off, and that would not be good for you, Captain Shen, because you're ring of water walking. It would be like you just slamming onto the concrete from jumping off of a tall building.
Yeah. I'd be like jumping 200 feet to my death.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
200 feet to a grease spot.
yeah.
Wow.
So I think we should send our best negotiator, Omi, through the door.
Lily's
All right,
still trying
guys.
to converse with the bird, or her doll is. She's asking what's the Carnifex.
My name is Carfax. My voice is breaking up already. Hurry up!
Yes,
I've got important malting to do. Brock,
Why can't we go inside?
Brock, did I never said you couldn't go inside, Brock. All I said was we're not accepting visitors. But I did say, Brock, if you survive, I'm sure Tressa will probably see you.
But we can't go anywhere else.
Brock, you're not as smart as you look. I actually eat fish that are smarter than you, little one. Don't you see a door? Brock? And a tower?
I'll go up to the door.
Tick tock, tick tock. Daylight's burning.
I'll go up to the door and take out a pair of spoons and knock on it.
Nothing happens. Garavac says, "Come in!" as he's trying to muffle his voice a little bit. "Come in!" as he flies into a window.
All right, let's open the door.
All right. You guys open up the you guys open up the wizard's tower door, and basically as you open up the door, you guys hear Carafax. He says, "You're gonna have to prove yourself worthy to meet Tressa." So you guys open up the door, and as you guys open up this first door, it looks like just a simple living quarters. But the thing is that really catches your eyes right off the bat is this room is not circular. It's square. And you're looking at the tower, you're looking back inside of the room, and you're like, okay. So this is definitely enchanted with a high degree of magic.
Square peg does not fit in round tower.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's this is a small circular tower with a much larger shaped square room inside. It's actually like a rectangular shaped room, sort of like the shape of a house actually. But it looks exactly, square peg in a round hole. It seems impossible from the outside as you guys are looking in. But
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, there's some overstuffed sofas in here. There's a map of Charybdis that's on a table in front of one of the sofas. There's a fireplace that's burning and Kenny G playing in the background. And there's all kinds of bookshelves with a bunch of books with all kinds of titles on the end of them.
Ooh, titles.
Yeah, and Carafax is in there. And he says, as you guys start to come into the room, he says, "Mark, hurry up and die! Hurry up and die!" "Yes, this is a wizard's tower, and you were not invited. If you wish to address Tressa the Red, you must prove yourself worthy. You may also leave the way you came, and no further harm will come to you."
How do we get down?
"Just jump. Do a cannonball." Now I'm starting to sound like Yoda. "Proceed at your own
Cannonball, you must.
Proceed at your own peril. Once you begin the trial, there is no turning back once you begin. Ha! You have been warned. Blah 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 blah. Hurry up and die."
Can we get that in writing?
"Here's your contract." He says, come in, start the trial. Don't be scared. The worst that can happen is that you all die. And then we'll play Star Wars Edge of Empire." Rock? "Whoa, just think of the YouTube comments when Omi Barton dies. And Shen and Darganoth and everybody else. Oh, the women will be up in arms."
Just for that.
Yeah. Oh, just think it.
Be present.
Everybody will be out in front of my house with pitchforks and fucking torches and stuff. Oh, cuss word. Edit. 1 hour, 40 minutes.
Well,
As
Lewis
an
was
insert,
on-
Darganash just sitting on the ship thinking, man, if they don't come back, what can I do? I can't swim and I can't drive a boat.
Well, there's Ginger Marianne.
Yeah, you need to be
Oh.
hanging out with the morale and welfare officers, Ginger and Marianne. They're in charge of crew morale.
I'm going to go ahead and start rolling the persuasion checks for that interaction now.
Yeah. Your first one, Ginger looks at you and says, "Cutie, you don't have what I'm looking for." As she looks over towards Marianne.
I look back at her and I'm like, I like Marianne better anyway, and then I roll a 5.
Yeah. Marianne says, I don't know. I don't think the dungeon master wants to ERP with another dude. That would be kind of creepy. So I'll let you have a successful check there that you rolled, and you can flirt with her in any way that you want to. So as we move back to the party, as Darganoth is getting his groove on down there on the ship with Marianne, Ginger doesn't want anything to do with him. Carafax, as you guys walk into the room, this square rectangular room, he says, "Rock, in this room is a key. You need only touch it to open the door. Brock, nothing but a K. I mean key. You only need to touch it, open the door. Brock."
Well, Shen, what do you think? What do you guys think?
Let's start searching the room.
Let's look at the books.
Lily's
if we
going
can.
for a compass.
Thank you for the follow, guys. If you haven't followed, follow the channel.
Is this a library? Is it in alphabetical order?
Your compass is spinning off of the hook. It's just non-stop spinning in circles, Lily. The fastest you've ever seen that thing spinning. It's like smoke's coming out of that thing almost.
I show it to the other ones. And then an idea comes to mind, and I hold it next to me, and I use it as a fan to help dry off.
Excellent.
You guys ready to touch this key and see what happens?
There's a door on the opposite side of the room, too.
Have we
Well-
identified the key yet?
No, you guys haven't identified the key. You guys haven't.
We're
You
looking
guys
for a
don't
key.
see anything. Yeah, like I said, there's like sofas. There's a map of Charybdis that's on the table. There's and that's pretty much about it. There's a bunch of books, but when you go over to look at the books, it's like going into like IKEA, and it's those fake books that are like in a box form with like 5 books on the end. So they're all like fake books, and you're like,
I'd like to check out the
Uh-huh.
map of Charybdis and compare it to my recollection of the ones that Equine has shown us.
sure, I will open up the map for you guys, and it
Is there a
looks
key
like
on the map?
the same. It looks like the same map as what you guys have. Look for the key. I mean key.
Well, Lily's gonna start looking for the key.
All right. So what are you looking around the room?
Yep.
Okay.
Of all the specific spaces that you have described, under couch cushions, under rugs, behind books, in the thing and all.
Sure. You can go ahead and give me a check if you'd like to. A notice roll. You do not find.
I'm gonna spend a penny on that one.
Oh, you can spend as many bennies as you'd like on any kind of skill checks. There is no limit. So what is everybody else doing as Lily is looking around the room? You don't notice any key, even though you are successful. You've gone over every single inch of this room, and you see the map, and you've checked under the nice big poofy pieces of furniture with the plastic on top of them. You look under the cushions and everything else. Nothing.
The bird. I see Lily starting to search, so I'm gonna search too. And the bird said look for the K, not the key. Is there any like paintings or books or
K?
anything that have like a K, letter
Look.
K on them?
Look for the K. I mean key. So you're looking for what?
Looking for the key, but I'm also looking like around the room for any letter Ks or books that start with the letter K, since the bird said look for the K.
Yeah, there's all kinds of books. I mean, it's just stupid stuff like Traveling the World by King Amemnis and stuff like that. But nothing catches your eye. But if you want to give me you can give me a notice roll as you're doing that. But no, you do not. No, you do not see anything with. Well, of course, there's a couple of books with K, but nothing that you kind of announce there. You read the titles out loud, but nothing happens.
Oops,
Dave,
sorry.
is anything concerning Lily's knowledge of language and the local area have any knowledge about any, I guess, other meanings for the word key?
I'll tell you what. Do you have Streetwise?
I have knowledge local and knowledge language.
I'll tell you what. You can give me a knowledge. You said you got what
Local.
now? Local.
Yeah.
I'd say give me. Sure, give me a local check. If she gets like a double raise, I might. Yeah, you're nothing really comes to mind, even though you're successful. You're like, yeah, what the hell? But you
Maybe
didn't
we're
even know this
supposed
place existed.
Maybe we're supposed to sit on the sofa or something.
Touch the K. I mean key. Touch the K. Touch the K. You're nowhere even close.
Try touching the sofa.
Nothing happens. Why don't you try cutting your friend's head off? See if the key's in there.
Well,
I
Lily's
really
gonna
eat a
touch
lot of
every
fish.
K that she sees. Starting with
You go through every book on the shelves, nothing. And now you look at the map. What do you see on the map?
well, I see
Korean Empire.
yeah, and Korean Empire.
Touch it, nothing
Two
happens.
most prominent Ks.
Yep. You touch it, nothing happens.
Oh, I
Both
also
of
know
them.
that a key means a small island, so I start looking at the islands.
You touch you look at the islands. What do you see on the islands? And you touch all the islands first, and nothing happens.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at the map now. But yeah, I touched all the little islands.
Kihana Flumes.
Let's look under the rug, see if there's a portal or something under there.
You touch Kahana Flumes, and nothing happens. What are you looking for, Omi? A portal?
Look under the rug,
Oh, there's
under the sofa.
Bark. Good try, Squid Man. But no close, but no cigar. Touch the K. Touch the K. I mean key. Key.
The only key I see is AZ key off a perk.
Bark. Bark. You're getting closer.
Is there any writing anywhere?
No, there's the books you can't open up or anything.
Well, just curious because I keep hearing the letter K, so I'm looking for like a letter K.
Yeah.
Look at the fire. If anything is arched in the room, I try to touch the keystone.
It's
That
got
starts
like
with
this
K.
magical air that's pushing up these like this construction paper that's like red and orange and yellow, and that's the fire. It's throwing off. It's just fake. It's just like fake flames kind of coming up. Everything is like magical in here.
Lily shows the guys the island of Perk and AZ key right off the edge of it,
Hmm.
and mentions the bird did say that was close.
Press the K. Press the K. Bark.
Pressing the K and Perk.
No. He just says press. He says press the key.
Touch the K.
Touch the key. But you touch the K and perk, and nothing happens on the map.
Alright, and then the island AZ key.
Sure. Now when you touch the island of Azzy K, you
Yeah, it's pronounced
notice.
K.
Yeah, Azzy K. Yeah, it is.
No, I mean they pronounce K-A-Y as a key.
Well, not in this game. They pronounce it as K-C-A-Y. so as you press Azzy K, all of a sudden you hear a rumble, and the door on the other side of the room. But yeah, basically, yeah. Touch the key. You touched K, which is key,
Sweet.
and the door does open up. The door opens up, and there is another room in front of you.
proceed?
Let's do this, guys.
Right behind you.
Dargonoff's hanging out down there with Gilligan and Marianne.
Do you guys really want to know what Dargan has to know?
Take it to the Discord channel for the game. I don't want to do a bunch of editing. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you touched as a key, and you touched the correct key, and there it was. Bam.
Alright, sweet.
All right, go. I'm right behind you guys.
All right, so as you guys go up to the door, you look inside, and there are 5 rows of tiles. And Carafax, I'm sorry, he says, "Rock, now comes the fire. Now comes the fire. You're starting to get this whole theme, right? You know, Tressa's an archmage. Rock. And, you know, master of all the elements. You passed air when you got up here, even though you really kind of manipulated the system a little bit. You actually you survived the water spout, so that was air. The key, which is earth. Now next comes the fire element. So see the patterns, morons? Bark. I love this next one. Tressa always gives me the scraps of all of well, there really hasn't been anybody that's been here. But anyway, she said she'd give me the scraps. Yum. Nothing better than roasted human and massacoi. Massacani. I like mine with a little bit of béarnaise.
You want to eat, Lily?
Yes, I will eat anybody.
Cannot wait to introduce you to Crispy Pete.
Oh, he sounds crispy. I might want to meet him. And as you guys look inside of this room, there's basically, it's about 25 foot long. And there's another door on the other side. And this is just a narrow hallway. Like I said, it's 25 feet long, and it's basically a perfect square. It's actually, it's 20 feet wide, 25 feet long. And there's 5 rows of these tiles, and they're all 5 foot. And there's 4 rows. So you're looking down at the tile. There's 4 rows that are going straight ahead. So 5, 5, 5, and 5. Now, the first row of tiles that are closest to you, there's nothing on them. But as you look at the next set of tiles, it looks like there's 4 animals that are inscribed onto these tiles. And then the row after that, there's 4 more creatures. The next row, 4 more creatures. And the next row, 4 more creatures. So there's a total of, like I said, the first row that's closest to you to where, Carafax, he says, "Bark. For this to work, everybody steps onto the first tiles. Bark. Everybody in. Then trial begins." So basically, he says this is the trial of fire. And this first strip of 4 that's closest to you, there's nothing on them. He says, "Bark. Come inside. First row of tiles are safe." But then, as you guys come into the room, the door shuts behind you. And on the next row of tiles in front of you, from left to right, there's a turtle, a snake, a sparrow bird, and a salamander. Where go next? And Califax, he's just like taunting you guys the whole time.
It's all different elements.
Bert, welcome
She
to
said-
the
I think
trial of fire.
I say
Welcome.
salamander.
Yeah, that's
Might
what I was
be
going to
that.
say. It's like which creature is related
Yeah.
to fire.
Yeah, but do we step on that creature or do we avoid that creature?
Well, how?
Considering we can't all fit on the same tile, I'm guessing.
Are the tiles big enough for all of us to fit on them, or just one at a
5 by
time?
5.
Just one at a time. But I mean, you could
Okay.
if you could all squeeze on there. I mean, if you wanted to. I mean, you could all
Yeah,
jump on it at the
yeah,
same time.
Regular tile.
That's like you would. Yeah, it would be. It would be nice and it would be clustered. But I mean, I would say probably 2 people can jump on a tile at once and be safe.
The other
Favorite part.
I don't see how the other 3 could relate to fire at all, so I think 0 might be right. But that's a good question: is are we to avoid that one or step on it? I would say
Yeah.
since there's 3 that I can't see the other 3 being fire related at all, so I would say it would be the one that was. That's just my instinct, though.
Looking down at the tiles, left to right: turtle, snake, sparrow, a bird, and then salamander. Bark and Califax, he's just kind of he's fluttering his wings, and there's actually a couple perches in this room. He's just kind of taunting you guys. I like him crispy. Bark.
Let's try the salamander one. You guys want me to do it, or is there a volunteer?
Well, it's fire, Omi.
Burnt squid won't smell very
Yeah.
good.
Do you have any protection from fire in case like some trap goes off or something?
Asks the water mage.
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Yep.
I have damage field. But
I got fireball.
I do have damage field. I mean, I could probably surround myself with. I don't know if that would protect me at all. All right.
What do you
I
think,
step on it.
adventurers?
0 steps on it. On
Which
the
tile?
salamander one. I
All
go
right.
on the far end with the salamander.
So as you step on the salamander tile, nothing happens. The other 3 tiles, they have this, where the animal is kind of the symbol of the animal is etched in. Those etchings glow at this red amber, like red hot, and you can actually feel heat, but the salamander does not light up.
I think this is it, Omi. Our first step.
Yeah, so do you look at the next row of tiles?
You don't feel strange or anything, do you, 0?
No. It's normal. I think the other 3 glowed red. So if you touch that, I think you would be crispy.
Anybody touching them?
No.
I think Omi said he did.
Well,
All right, so I
that's
look
going to
for-
show up in YouTube comments. I can't believe you're Lily's setting up Omi like that. So looking at from left to right, you're on the 4th tile over on the right hand side. So next, you're on the very far right. From left to right, on your right, against the right in front of you, there is a shark. Now, diagonal from you, there is a devil, a horned devil. Then one more square left, a herring fish. And then the very first one is a worm.
So devil means ice, right? Oh, no. I step on the devil.
You step on the devil, the worm
Yes.
tile, the herring tile, and the shark tile. They start to glow that red ember color, that reddish, orangish. I mean, you can feel a little bit of heat coming off of them. But the devil, nothing happens.
Is anyone following me?
Yeah, Shin will step on the.
Yeah, I know,
Salamander
Duxer.
on
I
the first
said
one.
herring fish because I'm just going to change
I look-
stuff up.
I look ahead.
Because they already had a bird, so I'm trying to throw a stick in the spokes on them.
What's in front of me?
All right, so there's another huge picture of a bird. So you imagine that would probably be a rock. And then there is a dragon, and then there's a huge whale, and then in front of you is the whale, and then to the right is the mole, like a little gopher, honey badger mole. Actually, it's a honey badger. I'm sorry. So in front of you, Norwell. To your right, the honey badger. To your left is the dragon, which is diagonal from you. And then between you and the dragon, there's the giant rock bird.
Okay.
Smashing a ship.
I step on the dragon.
All right. Same thing happens. You're on the next row of tiles.
Shall proceed to the devil.
So in front of you, there is a stingray. To the left, which is against the left-hand wall, there is a huge phoenix type of bird. The tile that's to your right is a small little gopher. And then against the wall on the right, there is a razor wing, which is like a bird that it's a very vicious bird.
What was the first one again?
On the far left wall is a phoenix with its wings
Okay, Phoenix.
spread.
Yes, that's right. I picked the Phoenix.
All right, you step, same thing happens. And as you step on that last tile where the phoenix is, the door at the end of the hall, it swings open. And when it swings open, you're like, holy crap, and you kind of like put your hands up to block, because this is an entire room of water. And as the door opens up, there's no glass holding up that water, because some of it's kind of like splashing out of it. So it looks like it's full of water all the way to the ceiling, but miraculously there's not one single, it's not spouting water. It's kind of dripping, but that's about it. But you look inside, because you're like, okay, all right, it's not coming out. Like this huge just wall of water just smashes you onto the other tiles and kills you. There's a couple of stones, and these stones are small and glowing. It's sort of like it's like looking in a fish tank, man. You see these glowing stones. They're spread out about every 10 feet or so, like a trail that goes deeper into the corridor. And the water's clear, but because it's like a bluish color and the walls are painted blue and all that stuff, what it looks like, because it's not a very, very wide room, you can't see the end where the door is. But you can see those stones, like I said, probably about 30 feet in. You can see 3 or 4 stones, and then the water just keeps going.
Okay, so I see a room of water, guys, and I see it. It looks like a trail, but
So
we might have to hold our breath.
The rest of us are going to follow the specific tiles and get over there to where he is.
Sure. All right.
Salamander, devil, dragon, phoenix.
You got it. Good job on that. Good job on that puzzle, by the way. Good job. Give yourself an inspiration. I'm sorry, wrong game. Why don't you give yourself a Benny for solving that puzzle there? Give yourself a Benny. In fact, let me give you a Benny, because I'm going to have to give you a Benny.
Yeah, we can go.
Way to go, Dave. So I'll give you a Benny there, Zero. There you go. You go from a stack of 4 to a number of 5, like, oh me. Wow.
All right.
Use them or lose them, because you're going to lose them when I reset it after the game. So you got to use them. All right, guys. So you see this room of water. Water all the way up to the ceiling.
Okay.
So
Carafax says, this is the last trial. The water trial. Last trial.
So there's a trail of these like white glowing gems.
Yep.
Leading through the water.
Yeah, like a glowing type of small rock, not a gem or anything, but just like spaced out every 10 feet. It just kind of leads into where you can't see anymore because of you just can't see. The vision's just not there.
Is it straight or zigzagging or what?
No, that's a straight line.
Is there a water flow here? Or is the water turbulent at all?
Doesn't look like it. There's just a little bit that's kind of splashing out, but
Can we see walls or ceiling?
you can see the walls and the ceiling. Yeah, they're all painted blue.
Okay. Was it like stone or how big's the room? Like the same as the other room?
Same width, 20 feet wide, but it may be deeper than this room. You're not too sure.
Oh, can't see the floor.
No, oh yeah, it's of course you can see where the stones are placed on it. Yeah, sure, but everything's
Oh,
painted blue.
can't see the far wall.
Yeah, you can't see the far wall, so you can't see another door.
Well, you're aquatic, Omi.
Yep, I think I should probably go first on this one. I guess I'll get in and swim and follow the trail of gems. I guess that's what it appears that we're supposed to do. So I'll go first, and if something goes wrong and I get trapped or something, at least I can breathe water like the rest of you can't.
All right.
Lillian wants to know how long you'll be.
Sorry, what was that?
How long will you be?
I have no idea, Lily. It'll be all right though. You just stay and wait right here. I'll yell.
Forever?
No, I'll yell from across wherever across is, and let you know when I make it.
As
How
he
do
sounds
you
like.
I give Lily a chess piece to keep her distracted. This is called a horsey.
Oh, a chess piece, like from a chessboard.
Yes, a dragon chessboard.
All right. All right.
Shen, take this spoon. If anything goes wrong, make sure my son gets it.
Yeah. Got it. I'm right. I got you.
You're coming back, right?
If you
I
get
hope
stuck,
so.
just burble at me. I'll come.
Verbal.
Yeah.
Gurgle.
I'll be looking for bubbles.
All right, so Omi, I guess you step in, right?
Yep, I'm gonna step in, and I assume that I'm supposed to follow the trail of gems, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you step in and you feel a massive force of water that is like trying to push you back. But you can still move though. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult to follow the stones. But even with your aquatic you're aquatic and you can breathe, it still seems like you're struggling for air.
Before I start, I'm gonna lift out and tell everyone there's quite a force of water under here, guys.
You can't go back out.
Oh, you can't. Oh,
Nope.
I can't.
It's like a barrier that's holding you in now.
Okay, so onwards then. I'll swim to the best of my ability from gem to gem then.
Okay. So you start to move in and you force your way through the current. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another card. And this is sort of like a little mini task, I guess you could say. And if I draw a club, there will be a complication, sort of like I did the dramatic task. And this is not supposed to be how it's going to go, but this is actually what I'm doing. So, all right. So you're going to be -2 because of the current, right? And I'm drawing a card. And it is not a club, so that's good. It is an 8 of diamonds, so I'm going to give you a +1 for that because you are aquatic. So you can go ahead, instead of a -2, you can only go with a -1 and give me a swimming check as you start to work your way into the room.
So I'll put the -1 modifier in the box. Correct.
Okay. Yep, that's correct.
Okay.
You're successful, so you get about halfway. Now, as you get about halfway, you can now see that there is a door. There's a doorway, and on the other side of this doorway, it looks like another room that you just came from as you first entered the tower, and you can actually see as you're about halfway, you can see Carafax kind of flying around in there, and you can also see it's definitely a different room than what you first came in, but it looks sort of like a study or something, and you're halfway now. So I'm going to give you another card, and wow, I drew a king. So if it was a number from, and it's a diamond, so there's no complication. So I was said to myself, 2 to 10, you're okay, and that's a +1. Face card +2. So instead of the -2, now you have just a normal roll, and you make your way forward. So you can do a regular roll. And
right.
There's the doorway, and then there's like you can see that there's like a lever beside the door.
Does the trail of gems continue to the other side?
The trail of rocks do. I like how you guys are saying gems, because I think you guys want to loot these gems. But yes, these rocks are glowing, and it's just another straight line to the door.
All right, I'll follow it over then.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
17 is not a success. That was no, I'm just kidding. No, you man, that was a really good roll. You get over to the other side of the door, and it looks like you can step through. There's a handle on the right-hand side.
Okay, I'll go find that lever and give it a pull.
Well, you don't
see
have
what
to.
happens.
You don't have to find it. I mean, it's blatantly obvious. So you pull the handle, and then, like a toilet bowl, all of the water starts. The level of the water lowers. You could start to breathe, because
Hang
like
on,
I said,
you'll get sucked down the drain.
basically, yeah. And as the water level's lowering, all of you guys in the other room, you can see the water level lowering, and then you can eventually see Omi standing there, and you can see another open doorway at the other end. So all the water takes maybe a couple of minutes or so, but all of the water basically just swishes right on down the drain, and the rocks, they stop glowing. And
You
like
just
I
see all
said,
my
there's a room.
face tentacles going
He's,
happily.
He was gasping for air. Yeah, you couldn't breathe in there. Even though you were aquatic, this place is just full of magic. So thankfully you had successes, because you would have had fatigue if you didn't. And fatigue is not good. Fatigue is like -1 on checks and stuff. So yeah.
I got it, guys. Come on over.
Well, as we walk across, Dave,
Sure.
since there was water in here, I'm going to be looking for pretty seashells.
There is nothing. There's just a couple of rocks that are on the floor. That's it. Just stones that you pick up, and nothing. No shells. Nothing like that. It's just a painted. It's like a blue room that's just painted.
So what's the floor like? Is it stone?
It's like a plaster.
Oh, okay. It's smooth.
Yeah, it's smooth. Yeah, it's like someone painted over it with a blue and painted all
Where
the
does
walls and the
swimming pool?
ceiling. Because it was yeah, basically was to manipulate your vision. You know what I mean? So you couldn't see the door on the other end.